Anime series with main characters that gain supernatural abilities are a popular genre that combines action, drama, and fantasy. These anime often explore the consequences and challenges of having extraordinary powers, as well as the themes of morality, justice, power, and corruption. Some of the common ways that the main characters acquire their supernatural abilities are through accidents, experiments, contracts, curses, or inheritances. So, in this video let's explore some of those characters, in no particular order. At number 5, comes Death Note. Our story follows a disaffected high school student named Light Yagami who finds that Death Note, a mysterious black notebook that can end anyone's life as long as the writer knows both the target's true name and face. Initially disbelieving, Light quickly considers the renewed possibilities of such an ability at his disposal and annihilates high-profile Japanese criminals, then targets international criminals. 5 days after discovering the notebook, however, he soon faces a formidable opponent in L, a mysterious and brilliant detective who is determined to catch him and stop his killing spree. The anime follows the cat-and-mouse game between Light and L, as they try to outsmart each other using their intelligence, logic, and resources. Along the way, they encounter other characters who have their own agendas and motivations, such as the Shinigami Ryuk, who dropped the Death Note in the human world out of boredom, and Misa Amane, a devoted fan of Kira, the name given to Light by the public, who also possesses the Death Note. The anime explores the themes of morality, justice, power, and corruption, as well as the psychological effects of the Death Note on its users and the society. At number 4, we have Parasyte. Parasyte centers on a 17-year-old male high school student named Shinichi Izumi, who lives with his mother and father in a quiet neighborhood in Fukuyama, Hiroshima, Japan. One night, tiny worm-like aliens with drill-like heads called parasites arrive on Earth, taking over the brains of their hosts by entering through their ears or noses. One parasite attempts to crawl into Shinichi's nose while he sleeps, but fails as Shinichi wakes up, and enters his body by burrowing into his arm instead. Because Shinichi was able to prevent Migi from traveling further up into his brain, both beings retain their separate intellects and personalities. As the duo encounters other parasites, they capitalize on their strange situation and gradually form a strong bond, working together to survive. This gives them an edge in battling other parasites who frequently attack the pair upon realization that Shinichi's human brain is still intact. Shinichi feels compelled to fight other parasites, who devour other members of the species they infect as food, while enlisting Migi's help. Number 3 is Black Clover. The series focuses on Asta, a young orphan who is left to be raised in an orphanage alongside his fellow orphan, Yuno. While everyone is born with the ability to utilize mana in the form of magical power, Asta, with no magic, instead focuses on physical strength. Conversely, Yuno was born as a prodigy with immense magical power and the talent to control wind magic. Motivated by a desire to become the next Wizard King, an authority figure second to the King of Clover Kingdom, the two youths developed a friendly rivalry. Yuno obtains a legendary 4-leaf grimoire held by the kingdom's first Wizard King. The 4-leaf grimoire is a rare grimoire, only given to the most immense mages. Asta, despite his lack of magic, obtained an enigmatic 5-leaf grimoire that contains mysterious elf swords and a bodiless member of the devil race who utilizes rare anti-magic. Afterward, he and Yuno each join a Magic Knight squad as the first step to fulfill their ambitions. Along the way, they encounter allies and enemies, as well as secrets and mysteries about the origin and nature of magic. At the second place comes Tokyo Ghoul. The story follows Ken Kaneki, a student who barely survives a deadly encounter with Rise Kamishiro, his date who reveals herself as a ghoul and tries to eat him, when she gets hit by falling construction girders. He is taken to the hospital in critical condition. After recovering, Kaneki discovers that he underwent a surgery that transformed him into a half-ghoul. This was accomplished because some of Rise's organs were transferred into his body, and now, like normal ghouls, he must consume human flesh to survive. Ghouls who run a coffee shop called Anteku take him in and teach him to deal with his new life as a half-ghoul. Some of his daily struggles include fitting into the Ghoul Society, as well as keeping his identity hidden from his human companions, especially from his best friend, Hideyoshi Nagachika. The anime explores the themes of morality, justice, power, and corruption, as well as the psychological effects of the ghoul lifestyle on Kaneki and the society. Last but not least, is Black Butler. Black Butler is an anime series that follows the adventures of the heir to the noble house of Phantomhive. Seal Phantomhive is driven by vengeance. His life drastically turns when his parents are killed, and he is captured by a cult group that tortures and experiments on him. On the verge of death, he makes a contract with a demon named Sebastian Michaelis, who acts as his butler and protector. In exchange for Sebastian's loyalty and service, Seal has promised to give him his soul after he accomplishes his revenge on those who killed his parents and tortured him. The series combines elements of dark comedy, fantasy, mystery, and horror, as Seal and Sebastian encounter various supernatural and criminal threats in their missions.